cek. established among the heavens. From that kingdom came a
Skip. Wow, saya lama tidak login. Kan? Tahu nih. Apa ini? Itu ada alloy. Alloy. Gila. Ya? Serius ada. Ini juga ada. Ih gila, ini mantap nih Genshin. Ih, mati. Gak mungkin kayaknya. Saya dan so goodness guys. Enggak dulu kayaknya. Apa ini? Oke, dapat. Ya, udah. Ya Allah. Pedang dong. Udah jelek semua bahasanya. Dah jelek.
Be as leisurely as this a little more often. How pretty of me. Whirling snow.
Bentar guys. Bentar. Update kalau di PC berapa mas? 9 GB barusan aku. Lama gak main aku sumpah. Gila. 9 GB. Kamu download. Ini unfair nanti dah kayak. Noel. Ya dah.
Time for some training?
Time to train.
I trust you.
The threads of your fate lie in my hands.
Apa sih? 10 dah. Woi. Mana yang belum ya? Ini udah. Udah kok. Ini belum ya? Boleh lah.
As you wish.
Pesan. Habis gacha tadi Mas aku dapat ini. Dapat ini gak? Apa namanya? Baliku gak? Aku gak dapet soalnya. Lama gak main aku, sumpah gila. Tapi mau makan bentar lagi sampai ya. Mau ngelarin ini nih, quest. Suaraku ada kan ya? Ada dong. Dapat B5 apa ya? Dapat bal itu ya? Nih, aku belum. Lama aku gak main pak, sumpah. Berapa ya? 2 minggu paling ya. Ntar aku mesti harian dulu ya. 2 minggu, sumpah. Kayak males banget gitu. Main Genshin males kayak. Tahu lah. Lumayan nih, ada teksnya. Kikiku jadi Iya, jangan berharap kalau di ini kedah kataku, jangan berharap kalau di apa namanya? Apa? Banner yang normal itu jangan. Mending ini aja sih, apa? Yang event gitu. Tata. Lama gak main itu. Habis ayah Saka dapet kayak udah males gitu. Sebenarnya aku pengen ini nyari senjatanya ya kain kurang mantap. Lumayan ya Saka. Ini belum mantap sih. Masih kurang banyak.
To ashes! Whirling snow!
Apa? Lihat coba. Pitiku keresat lagi. Lama-lama muncul ujungnya Kiki. Wih, jangan, sumpah Kiki itu hero sampah banget sumpah. Kenapa ya? Soalnya dia ini dah kataku. Komen enaknya taruh mana ya? Ntar. Soalnya Kiki tuh gimana ya pak ya? Dia kayak gak berguna sebenarnya. Apa sih? Aku gini.
A blade is like a tea leaf. Only those who sample it many times can appreciate its true qualities.
Kalau mau di look sebenarnya di banner anu aja sih, soalnya di banner event yang kayak karakter ini. Yang ini soalnya kan kalau kamu udah kayak sekarang kan bal nih. PT-mu udah 70 dapat bal. Terus lah itu abis itu kamu akan dapat ini. Bisa dapat kayak ke King, Mona sama Diluc sama Kiki juga sih ya. Iya sih sama Kiki juga sebenarnya. Tapi dia gak Kiki lah intinya. Jarang.
As a good night should.
Back off!
One with my blade. Submit for
Take flight!
Komennya di mana sih? Terus ini enak ya. Tahan. Masih ini. Nah, gak butuh. Kan ke atas ini. Iya, mas lagi butuh DPS Pyro biar gak susah amat nanti ganti-ganti elemen pas. Iya, Pyro, tapi tergantung sih kalau kataku kalau Genshin ini. Kalau sekarang biasanya kan Genshin ini buat ini kan. Buat apa namanya? Kayak kalau hero barunya, tar. Komennya jelek kalau sini. Kalau hero barunya itu apa? Kayak elemennya elektro sekarang, berarti nanti yang OP di sini di apa? Di domain tuh biasanya elektro biasanya.
A blade embraces its duty,
Aku buat
as a
kotak-kotak ya.
jeweler cherishes their gems.
Biar bagus. Kalau gini jelek pak. Jadi clean dong. Ntar box nih. Prosesnya aku besarnya soalnya ini pak. Nah, dah. Chatnya biar aku baca langsung. Kok gini ya? Dah. Ini nggak bisa enak. Aku penasaran ceritanya, soalnya ceritanya kan bagus loh Genshin. Kemarin tuh males gitu kalau ceritanya gitu. Lama gak main pak. Pengaruh mobil aja emang dibikin menang terus sampai capek mobil aja. Kayaknya aku kesini lagi deh ini. Enak main Genshin. Seru sebenarnya, tapi apa ya, nggak bisa HD-in sih soal internetnya. Paling 3 bulan lagi kali internet. Merusak. Di PS semua ya.
Take flight.
Sama mas ribet. Apanya ribet? Oh mobil. Iya sih sama aja ribet. Tapi ini game ini lebih santai. Nggak kayak harus push terus. Push rank terus. Kurangnya ini sih, ini apa? Kurangnya itu game ini kayak kompetisinya gak ada gitu. Lebih ke lihat ini sih, lihat kayak pemandangan alam ya, beautiful gamenya itu. Waduh mati pak.
Steady as stone.
Ayah saka saya mau mati. kalau sampai facecam mau makan kali.
My apologies.
Swift and merciful. Spirit flame.
Eyes on me. Take flight. I must leave no Sakura swirl.
Mas bisa one shot gimana? Oh, yang di look itu. Dulu pernah belajar tapi gimana ya? Susah Pak kalau yang di look. Yang di look apa sih? Yang one shot itu? Pasti one shot gimana sih?
Steady as stone, as a dutiful maid would.
A touch of frost.
Whirling snow.
Pedang kecil.
Take flight.
Hai, halo. Siapa nih? Siapa sih? Hai, siapa sih? Nggak kelihatan, maaf. Siapa sih? Suka-suka gua. Waduh. Nickname-nya suka-suka gua. Waduh. Nih, kalau Anda tidak login 1 minggu lebih, Anda mendapatkan ini. Mantap sekali kok. 1, 2, 3, 300 lumayan loh. Sukanya Genshin itu pengertian. Bentar ya, aku mau nganu ini sebenarnya. Kamu pengen makan ya? Makan gak ya? Bentar. Semuanya kan bisa Mas Dilukutau sama Ayak kan emang bisa ya? Gak tahu aku loh. Hutau gak tahu sih ya kalau Hutau. Emang Ayaka bisa sih? Gak tahu aku. Emang digimanain kan? Kata aku lihat di rekomendasi mainnya kayak lari, hold di lari gini. Tauku gitu doang dah. Tauku gitu sih. Katanya kalau sakit. Oh, bertahu aku. Nanti aku pelajarin dah. Lama gak main Genshin, Pak. Ntar lagi emang hero yang akan apa sih? Di TikTok ramai sekali ulti langsung libas. Oh, itu kan tergantung ini apa? Tergantung artefak kan ya. Artefak juga, artefakku masih jelek, Pak. Nih Asaka Koi masih level berapa? Level 80 no. 60. Level 60, crit rate-nya masih 20, crit damage-nya banyak. Ini jelek sih. Aku kemarin nyari yang ungu-ungu dapetnya. Oh, dapetnya malah ini. Mana nih? Ini wah nih dapat C2 nih. Bajingan Anda. Artefaknya masih belum lah kan, masih jelek. Sabar lah. Sama talentnya masih jelek noh. 231. Tapi udah cukup lah maksudku. Yang kulihat sih digangguin sama Benos. Iya. Enggak, aku kalau gini kan nggak cari kayak combo-combo ya, cari level hero-nya biar naik. Gitu. Kalau di domain aja sih. Besok paling di domain. Aku mau nerusin jalan ceritanya, Pak. Katanya bagus katanya. Emang perangnya itu bagus sih? Yang perang antara Ayasaka sama Shogun ya? Iya gak? Bagus itu.
Welcome
Ya,
to the Adventurers Guild.
kenapa kau taruh di Zhongli aja, Mas? Gak punya Zhongli, hoi. Anda tidak melihat. Anda jangan memancing-mancing saya. Saya ingin Zhongli, tapi tidak dapat itu. Pas itu. Oh, mantap sekali itu. Anda jangan sombong di sini ya. Saya baru main nih. Udah pensi berapa minggu nih, 2 minggu. Pokok sesudah ASROCK aku gak pernah main dah. Cuman main login doang, login. Bagus mas. Iya. Bagus emang Zhongli. Saya pengen. Anda jangan menafsu-nafsukan saya. Waduh. Nunggu lah. Pasti kan up lagi kan tuh. Bentar. Masih misi harian guys. Misi harian. Misi cerita. Bakso jatuh. Bakso ape? Bakso ape? Gak makan bakso bos. Sayur. Bentar. Pengen makan ya? Makan gak ya? Berapa sih? Jam 6.32 ya. Seatnya pakai Diona. Iya tahu. Seatnya pakai Diona emang sakit. Enak. Tapi Diona aku sudah level 10. Pertemanannya tidak berguna bagi saya. Udah udah 10. Yang belum itu cuman ini doang. Ini nggak ada. Ini Razor, Lisa, Sinyan, Ember. Oh Ember good kayak. Ember kasih Ember ya. Ember boleh kayak. Buat percikan ya kan. Noel lumayan aja kan.
Outrider Amber, report.
Dah. Itu bakso satu Zhongli. Anjir, saya tidak makan bakso. Ih, siapa sih ini anak? Kaget loh aku loh. Masih ini guys, jalan ceritanya masih ini jauh sekali kan.
So this is the Omamori Tejima wrote about. Interesting. Looking at the color and the design, Paimon would have thought it belonged to a child. Anyway, if he
But
had
anyway.
this with him all the time, there's a chance some of his elemental energy remained on it. Do you think that it might come in handy?
Suaranya kurang terasa rasa.
Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon? Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon?
Aku menunggu kau marah, Paimon. Ayo marah dong. Nanti dia ngelawan Raiden Shogun mas di alam bawah saja. Oh,
Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay?
ya itu perang nggak sih itu?
Paimon coming in!
Perang nggak sih itu? Yang perang bukan?
Can you hear Paimon? Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay?
Kok gak marah lagi ya Paimon? Biasanya kalau gini marah guys.
Are you just messing with Paimon?
Pakai katana dari upaya Raiden Shogun. Kayaknya minjem gitu. Oh gitu. Gunakan saya bagus ya. Aku penasaran gitu. Ini nggak?
Why am I even here?
Apa sih? Orang tolol.
Here we are!
Kalau
This
perang
seems to be
kurang.
somewhere that Tejima
perang
visited a
kurang.
lot. The soil
Kurang
looks
seru ya.
like
Biasanya
it's
kan
been
perang seru.
disturbed. Maybe Tejima buried something precious here. Something that kept him in the village all these years? Must be something pretty amazing if it made him stick around for 30 years. Let's dig it up and take a look.
30 tahun gila. HP bos 30 tahun.
It looks like a letter. The
Ya iya
paper's
dong,
gone
30
yellow.
tahun, tolong
Must have been
Paimon.
written a really long time ago. Konda Village. Sounds so familiar. Where is that place again?
Calm the Felix. Oke. Mana ya? Saya lapar guys.
Huh. So the reason Tejima came here was to wait for someone. But he's been here for 30 years. Oh, guess they didn't show up in the end, huh? Well, let's go give Tejima his stuff back and take it from there.
Kita berbicara dengan orang pikun.
Well, I'll be. That's certainly my handwriting. And I guess the Omamorian letter belonged to me too. But I have no memory of anything that's written in this diary. Still, it's clear that I was waiting for someone here, and that I chose to wait for 30
Oh,
years.
sumpah bahasa Cina.
Over the years, I must have made a note of anything
Di
interesting,
bahasa Cina.
anything that I could share with
Ambil aku,
her when we were
ambil aku.
finally reunited.
Oh.
And just look at all the
Baru
things
tahu.
that did happen over the years. The
Montek,
time has
Montek itu apa
flown
sih?
by so
Montek itu yang
quickly.
kayak apa sih?
30
Bahasa
years
kurang.
feels like the blink of an eye.
Oh,
How could
kurang.
I have forgotten
Kurang
something so
gimana?
important to me?
Hah? Kurang gimana bos?
Now that I think about it, when my vision was taken from me, it felt like I'd suddenly been hollowed out. Love,
Jadi halal ya kalau bahasa
everything
Arab.
I felt, no,
Langsung ada kan.
not especially.
Main lagi Genshin Impact. Anda akan menjadi
After
orang
all, I've forgotten
dikira
who
nanti
she
kalau
was.
kalau
Her face,
denger mereka itu
her
kayak
voice,
nyemak ngaji gitu kan.
The thing, it's as if
Halal
she'd never
sekali.
been in my life to begin
Soalnya
with.
bahasa Arab.
As
Dikira
if all
baca
these
Al-Quran
years
gitu.
have been nothing but a hazy dream.
Bisa-bisanya bahasa Arab. Nanti
I think
amalan termasuk
maybe
amalan
not.
nanti. Waduh.
if this is something I waited most of my life for, I suppose I should carry on waiting.
Menunggunya.
Although, what if she were to turn up eventually, only to find I didn't remember so much as her name? Wouldn't that be upsetting for her? When I think about
Iya,
it like
langsung
that,
auto baca doa. Langsung
I do
katanya
feel a slight
ibu.
tinge of sadness
Ditanya
in
ibu,
my heart.
kamu main game terus loh.
Curious.
Ini
Why am I
mendengarkan
thinking
pengajian.
like this when I don't even remember
Dengarlah
who she
suaranya.
is?
Arab.
It's just like that feeling of emptiness. The feeling that something is missing.
Bisa-bisanya bahasa Arab.
Thank you both for helping me reconnect with my reason for staying here.
Nah gitu dong.
I shall
Coba,
remain
Jen.
here and keep waiting for her.
Nah,
Tejima seems to be dealing
Sasuke Opai
okay,
kah?
but still,
Opai apa sih?
it makes Paimon really sad.
Tete.
Seems it's just like Ayaka and Toma were saying. If you lose your
Ayaka juga
vision,
hilang.
you lose all your hopes and dreams
Toma juga
too.
hilang. Isi.
That certainly explains the state Tejima was in earlier. At least we were able to help him.
Teh halal.
Well, let's go find the next person.
Istay halal ya.
According to Miss Kamisato, the
Kamisato.
second one who lost their vision is a samurai.
Oke. Opain apaan sih Opai? Nggak vulgar loh ini, tinggal di ini dikerudungin udah. Nggak vulgar itu ini, yang ini nih. Ini kalau nggak vulgar nih. Mana sih? Nah nih, no kan nggak vulgar kan? Tanandar.
They say the Tenryou Commission is directly controlled by the Shogun. They're the ones responsible for maintaining law
Oh, itu
and
cucu.
order in Inazuma.
Emang
The ones
iya cucu
actually
sapi
enforcing
opai?
the Vision Hunt Decree. But why would
Waduh.
they take action against one of their own?
Oh iya opai
Paimon
cucu
doesn't get
sapi.
it.
Emang iya
Huh?
sih.
There seems to be some commotion over
Kita
there.
lihat di Google
Let's
guys.
go see what's happening.
I'll ask one more time. Do you intend to
Opai
withhold this
adalah
month's
bahasa
emergency
Jepang
provisions?
dari buah dada
The
kaum
entire
Hawa.
clan
No,
is counting on that food. We
enggak.
demand an
Kamu sesat.
explanation. How many times do I have to say it?
Suka
Don't
gue
know
sesat
anything
Anda.
about emergency provisions.
You dare deceive us? Those provisions
Yeah.
are essential. Do you understand? Not some goods to be pocketed by greedy
Oh, iya
samurai.
betul.
You samurai think you can just do whatever you please? The Tenryou Commission will hear of this.
Jadi itu commission itu apa sih? Rengoku, Raidon Shogun.
Oh, huh? And who are you? One of Kurosawa's gang, no doubt.
What? We just happened to be passing by. We heard the commotion and came to see what the matter was.
Iya kamu
I
ancam
see.
kepo.
You seem to have come just at the right time. Perhaps you can help us settle this matter. This is Kurosawa. He's a samurai and a member of the Shogun's army. They issue emergency provisions to the area, and he's the one responsible for distribution. In the past, we'd simply ask him for provisions and everything would be delivered. Now, he suddenly refuses to give us anything. He's keeping the provisions for himself. I just know it. We'll starve without them.
Mas Nick.
No one seems to care about us. We used to think Kurosawa was a kind man, but he's shown his true colors. He's the same as all the other samurai. It's no wonder all the visions have been confiscated. The Raiden Shogun doesn't need people like him helping her rule the nation.
This must be one of the people Ayaka asked us to help. But why would she ever want us to help someone like him? Maybe we should talk to Kurosawa and see what he has
Kurosawa
to say.
siapa sih? Oh Kurosawa ini ya baru yang digacha bukan tapi bonekanya nih. Oh gitu. Nih. Anda sombong seperti menteri kita. Wah. Jangan dong nanti channel saya di blok. Di blok nanti channel saya Pak. Jangan. Jangan dong.
But either way, it's ridiculous. If I was hoarding supplies, would I still be the poor man I am today?
Aku bakal masih miskin.
My own family can barely get by as it is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got other matters to attend to. And that's the first bit of truth I've heard all day. The Shogun's army told me that I was unworthy of my vision. And they said I was
Malas
slacking off at my work.
Mana sih malas bekerja? Anda emang malas bekerja.
I'd even disappointed the Raiden
Pemakan
Shogun.
uang-uang rakyat.
And that's why they confiscated my vision.
Well, that's strange. You were helping enforce the Vision Hunt Decree.
Kok bisa ya?
Why would
Vision
you
hilang
be
ya itu
unworthy
ya?
of your vision?
To be perfectly honest, I don't seem to remember the details.
Aku mas mekanik Arab.
All I know is that I
Tapi pas lihat
perform certain
prosesnya
things
isinya
every
B5
month,
semua cewek vulgar.
but I don't recall what
Langsung
they
blok.
were. And
Langsung
it's
lapor
not just
MUI.
that. I have this
Menyimbangkan
unsettling
dosa.
feeling. Like
Does it have to do with the missing emergency
Shut-
provisions?
I
Langsung
didn't take any.
laporkan
Like I
ke
said,
MUI.
If I was taking them for
Tolong
myself, I
akun
wouldn't be going
ini
through such hard
sudah
times right
melecehkan
now.
bahasa
To
Arab.
top it all off, my house was just raided by treasure hoarders.
Ditindaklanjuti
Which is why
MUI
I came
tolong
here in the first place. I was chasing
langsung
after them when I
FBI
got
ke sana
held up
semua.
by. If you don't believe me, go find the treasure hoarders yourself. If there were any emergency provisions to be had,
Mana mukanya?
they would have found them.
Huh.
Menemukan apa sih?
He seems to be telling the truth. But we
Truth.
better confirm. Let's go
Truth.
round up those treasure hoarders and see what they have to say.
Oke.
We should be able to follow their tracks. They couldn't have gone
Oke,
too far.
bisa diatur. Oke, bisa diatur kamu Paimon. Tantar. Ini jelek ya propertis musik. Harus ditindaklanjuti ya benar seperti Paman Coki kita. Paman Coki.
A blade.
Biar gak why. Kok sini? Kok sini? Biar tidak why. Gak bisa ini ya? Oh gak bisa. Apa? Ini ada apa sih? Oh itu. Ah, coba tonton
Really
teasernya.
outdid ourselves this time.
Teaser itu saya
All those
terus.
samurai houses packed with goods.
Ya, enggak. Anda yang sange. Sebenarnya Anda yang harus dilaporkan
You
suka-suka.
haven't seen anything yet.
Enggak.
There'll be a lot more
Negatif.
where this came from.
Pemikiranmu udah negatif, gak bisa dah.
I'll be leading
Dah,
you
gak
all
bisa.
on an epic journey of pillaging.
You demand, boss.
These seem like the treasure hoarders we're after. Let's teach them a lesson.
Ya. Tarung. Kita kasih pelajaran.
Kami satu art.
Kami satu.
I must leave now.
Ih, EZ.
Picked the wrong test subject.
Oh,
Waduh.
there goes all the Mora. We
Gila.
worked hard to steal that, you know? Come on, boss. Think of something.
Not bad, kid. You ever think of joining the treasure hoarders? We could use someone like you.
Wah.
Kurosawa. Oh, I remember. So he's the one who sent you after us, huh? Just our luck. I knew we shouldn't have hit that place.
So what did you see inside? Was it stuffed with food supplies?
Food
Food
supplies.
supplies.
You kidding? That place was a complete mess. All we found was a strange look. I didn't want anyone else to see it, so I was planning on opening it myself once we got back. But now that you've caught us, how about we make a deal? That little box for our freedom.
Oh, enak
What do
sekali.
you say?
You've got a deal. Now show us what's
Langsung
in the
blok
box.
miHoYo. Nanti langsung semua wibu akan
What the?
marah.
There's nothing in here but IOUs.
Yeah, a lot of them too. And they all seem to be made out to the owner of a general goods store, a Miss Aoi. We better talk to this Miss Aoi and get to the bottom of this. As for you guys, you're free to go. Just pray that our paths...
Yes, of course.
So, we redeemed ourselves for some IOUs. Does that mean we broke even?
Shut it. Let's just get out of here.
Kira ya. Cek itu Genshin Impact. Gak. Tidak mau. Nanti aja ya, sebentar. Saya mau menyelesaikan cerita ini. Saya mau menyelesaikan cerita ini, guys. Aku penasaran sama ini petarung ya, Pancik. Kenapa para pembuat anime dan miHoYo selalu gagal bikin karakter? Hutao nomor satu walaupun rata. Enggak, Hutao jelek. Saya tidak suka Hutao, maaf.
Or perhaps there's so you're friends of Kurosawa, I take it.
Lebih ini.
Perhaps
Lebih
you're
baik
here to pay off
Aisaka.
his debt.
Kawaii.
Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're just here to learn where they all came. How did Kurosawa end up owing you so much money? Did he buy anything super expensive here?
Super
Let me
expensive
think.
ya.
Kurosawa would come regularly to purchase large quantities of foodstuffs. He'd
Foodstuff.
always put the However, the price
Biar
of
tahu
provisions
seberapa
began to
apa.
skyrocket recently, and his salary was no longer enough to cover the cost.
Wah,
So, he
wah
started writing out
viewerku gila.
IOUs to
Gila
cover whatever
viewerku
he couldn't afford of
bisa-bisanya.
the usual amount.
So that's how he was getting
Ya,
those emergency provisions.
ini Genshin guys. Sesama karakter Genshin harus saling tolong menolong.
If the prices increased, couldn't he just buy less?
Well, if you think about it, the citizens receiving the emergency provisions must have been carefully calculating how much they needed to
Okay.
sustain them each time.
Gila,
Kurosawa
ada yang
thought
suka
that
opai,
it
ada
would
yang
be quite
suka
the
rata.
disappointment for them so he deemed it necessary to take on the debt rather than
Aisaka
let
nomor
people
1 guys,
down.
mungil kawaii. Dah.
Kurosawa was purchasing all the emergency provisions at his own expense. And no one ever appreciated what he did. They just complained.
People's attitudes will always reflect their circumstances. In the face of hardship, nobody cares to think twice.
Wah, tidak bisa
If
berpikir
you
sini
ask
seperti
me,
kalian.
Had Kurosawa told everyone the truth about the supplies from the start, then there wouldn't be such a severe backlash now. Of course, I'm sure there would still have
Of
been some
course.
unrest. What he was doing was truly a thankless deed. As for why he chose to spend his own money on
Masih belum
emergency
tahu
provisions and
walaupun
never
ragu.
tell anyone,
Ya terserah
I'm
kalian
still
dah.
not too clear myself.
Aku tahu
If
mau
you're still
Raiden
curious, why don't you
Shogun,
go
mau
ask him yourself?
Lisa
I
dah.
see.
Lisa dah paling mantap
That
dah.
reminds me,
Lisa
it
lama-lama
seems that
nih.
his vision was recently confiscated. Most unfortunate. If he doesn't clear the debt on his name, he'll have no choice but to sell
No
that sword that
choice.
is so dear to him.
Sword?
Pedang,
What sword?
pedang apa?
Oh, didn't
Oh,
he
ini
tell you?
pedang yang
He
kayak ini.
possesses a very valuable blade. He's
Pedang
carried it for years now.
Evan yang
I've
kata temen.
asked him about its origins. He told me that it was a gift from his father, that it was too precious to
Ayaka
sell.
belumnya pakai.
In hindsight, I regret that I
Waduh,
never made an offer on it. Everything has its price, at least
kok
that's what I think.
yang
Why don't
Anda
you ask
search
him
itu
about the sword
porno.
yourself? Perhaps. Oh, but before
Gila,
you go,
gila. Masa kalau di search di Google gitu, Ayasaka gak pakai CD gitu. Ih.
information is also.
Waduh, gagak.
I won't charge.
Saya masih mencintai dunia luar, guys.
Emergency provisions were coming
Tidak
from.
sampai ke
Plus,
2D,
we found out
3D.
that Kurosawa-
Maaf.
Let's go talk to Kurosawa again. And
Oke, Kurosawa gen nih. Kita terus ke Ayasaka lagi. Kurosawa ini yang samurai, lupa. La 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 la. Mau Ayasaka, tahu kalau ngelepasin kau.
what are you doing here all by
Waduh,
yourself?
pecinta paha dong.
I presented them
Waduh,
with a choice.
ampun.
Either they left or I drew my
Masa kamu
sword.
mau
They left.
menjilat paha?
It turned
Sih,
out to
jangan
be a real
dong.
time saver, actually.
Jangan dulu dong.
Perhaps I should start using it more often. Did you manage to track down the treasure hoarders? Everything I said was true.
That just about sums it up. It turns out that you really were distributing emergency provisions, but they were all purchased at your own expense.
Ini
Strange.
orang baik nih.
Is that really the kind of person I was? I don't really have any such recollection. Even after all you've told me, I still don't remember
Gue
anything.
cuma ngasih cerita
Why was I
sekali.
purchasing emergency provisions for everyone?
Oh
And
iya
why would I
iya.
put myself in such
Yeah.
a difficult
Makasih, Atai.
situation?
Oh, info vulgarnya.
I really don't
Ntar lagi aku
understand.
Google ya.
But I cannot deny that when I brandished my sword to scare those two away, I could sense that my body was somehow reluctant to do so. And this sword was once wielded by my father.
My
I
father.
remember once when I was young, I wanted to sneak out with the blade and show it off to the kids next door. What did he say? I can't seem to
I
remember
can't
that
seem to
either. It
remember.
would seem that I forgot many important things when my vision was taken from me. So many memories gone. Forever. No matter, all I can remember now is my father telling me that this blade
Dan
bore his
manusia.
life's creed.
Ada kode tahu gak?
Before he passed
Ingat
away,
berbagi itu
he
indah,
placed
bro.
the sword
Dapat
in my hands.
ini
Said to me,
berbaginya ini
with this sword,
konten-konten
you should.
18+ haram. Haram.
If you look carefully,
Ini
seems to be some
maksudnya
words engraved on the
kita
hilt.
mengajak sesama
recognize the
masuk neraka. Jangan dong.
Virtue?
Tapi enak. Lanjutkan.
Justice?
Enak,
Somehow
lanjutkan.
those two words seem to explain taking on seemingly endless debts to make others happy. I guess that must have been my greatest ambition after all. But what use are virtue and justice? I purchased the
Gue
provisions
makan
for
dulu
those
ya,
in
Pak.
need.
Lapar. Oke.
And look how
Aku bentar
the
lagi
Tenryou
makan.
Commission seized my
Buang
vision.
tahu.
And the
Bangsat.
very people I was so desperately
Tahu
trying to
terus,
help
iya anjir.
refuse to
Tahu
understand
apanya
the
deh
irony
yang
of all of it is.
biasanya biasa aja
I'm
tahu.
incapable of being a good person.
Yet
Apalagi
another
pakai topi
trouble.
jelek.
When we get the chance, in any case, we must never let him sell off that sword. Yeah. Seems like losing all ambition is a terrible experience. Fortunately for us, you don't have a vision.
Iya.
Let's go find the next poor soul.
Hutau. Bagusan ini nih. Kawaii. Pahanya. Enggak. Kau orang yang terobsesi dengan paha, gak suka. Dimana-mana ya kawaii nih. Kawaii nih. No. Ini paha ya tapi ya. Paha. Enggak. Jangan dong. Saya nanti dikira pedofil dong. Jangan dong. Papan cuci. Iya sih, ini papan cuci sih. Tapi ya enggak.
The third person who had their vision taken is supposed to be a
Gitu
famous
sini.
sword master around
Biarkan aku
these
fokus ke jalan cerita gue.
parts. I heard that he's the
Jangan
present-day
membicarakan
master.
paha,
Make your
muka,
Shisui art.
hutau,
Sounds pretty
opai,
impressive.
dan lain-lain.
This is his dojo. Luckily, there's some people around. Let's go talk to them.
Tak tuh.
Nanako, don't worry. Sensei will be fine.
Anakku siapa
Those
lagi?
thugs that challenged the dojo were strong, but he fought them all off in the end, didn't he?
Maybe, but I'm still
Nih,
worried
paha
about
nih.
him. Things have gotten dangerous before in the past, but it's never shaken him. This time, though,
It's just because he's been possessed, that's all. Once the exorcism has taken place, he'll be right as rain in no time.
Hey there.
Hey there.
Something happen?
Who are you? I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass us while Sensei is impaired. Get out of here
Get
immediately!
out.
Don't make me draw my blade, or you won't live to regret it.
No, you got it so wrong. We just came here to.
Jadi murid nah.
Yep. We've heard all about the mighty master of Meikyo Shisui art. The whole
Sisuiso.
reason we came all this way.
Berbohong.
To seek him out and ask
Tapi
him to train us.
suka berbohong.
But then we got here and overheard you talking about how he got possessed or something.
Possessed or something.
From the way you're dressed, it doesn't look pleased. Accept my apologies. We've had so many
Ya itu
people trying to
Anda
cause us
terlalu
trouble
negatif
recently.
pemikirannya,
We're on high
harus
alert.
dibuka.
You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. Since I see you are earnest in your pursuit. Okay, how about this? My fellow disciple Nanako and I will explain Sensei's situation to you in a little.
Okay.
Sensei's name is Domon,
Domon.
a name I'm sure you've already heard. Though self-taught, he mastered the art of the sword to a high level.
High level.
He then proceeded to defeat many other prominent sword masters,
Sword
never
master.
losing a single fight. He once said that his goal was to become the best sword master in the world. And so, even while training us, he continued to hone his own art. His fervor truly inspired us, and we trained hard, determined to keep up with him. But then,
not long ago, Sensei had his vision taken away. He hasn't been the same
Sorry mas,
since.
tadi habis
He says the
dari
strangest
Oke,
things
santuy.
over and over, and he refuses
Santur,
to let us
Andrian.
train. Junior
Andrian.
and I have discussed it, and we both think
Hai Andreas
that
Alvatar,
he's been possessed
penggila
by an evil spirit.
hutau.
So, but if I'm honest,
Penggila
still have
paha
my
hutau
doubts
ya.
over whether he'll
Penggila
completely
paha
recover.
hutau.
The
Jangan
Grand
dong.
Narukami
Jangan
Shrine.
paha yang kau lihat dong.
you haven't heard of it?
Tubuh, lekukan,
It's the largest shrine in Narukami
lekukan
Island.
gitu.
The head shrine maiden is
Oh.
reputed to have very close ties with the almighty Shogun herself.
Shogun ya.
Not that we'd have any means of involving the head shrine maiden, of course. But even one of the ordinary shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine would have
Kami
clear
Shrine.
power and authority to perform an exorcism. So don't worry, Nanako. Sensei is going to be just fine.
Oke.
The exorcism will take place this evening. You're both more than welcome to come and watch if you're interested.
Hutau mas seksi.
Losing your vision can cause
Kayaknya mukanya
possession.
juga pengen.
Uh,
Tuh.
guess we should come back this
Jangan
evening
dong,
and
jangan
see
hutau
for
terus.
ourselves.
Yang lain masih banyak menggoda. Ih, kok aku tiba-tiba kok suka dengan ini ya. 3D, jangan dong. Saya masih punya pacar, guys. Jam berapa tadi? Lupa aku. Jam 6. Jam 24. Bentar. Jam 6. Totit. kayaknya lumayan wangi tuh. Kalau caking paha katanya. Caking sih mantap. Enggak gitu maksudku. Bukan gitu.
Shh. So you decided to come. It's a good thing you didn't arrive any earlier. You would have had to witness Sensei in one of his fits of madness. Just now, when Nanako was attending to him, she heard him whispering a few names to himself. When she asked him who the people were, he suddenly looked panic-stricken and pushed her away. It looked like he was in great distress. He was covering his ears and looking frantically around him with bloodshot eyes. All the while he kept calling those names. Some of them we knew. Others we didn't
Tawa lagi
recognize.
Andreas anjir.
But they all seemed to be the
Wangi-wangi
names of
paha ya.
sword masters he had defeated in the past. One of them was Anzai. He used to be a fellow disciple of Sensei's. His senior, in fact. But Sensei defeated him in a duel many years ago. And he has been a wanderer ever since. Sensei wouldn't stop calling his name. Thankfully, the shrine maidens managed to subdue him. So the exorcism can finally continue. The ritual has now begun. All we can do is patiently await the result.
Oke.
Please, excuse me for a moment while I fetch some water. If he wakes up, he is sure to be thirsty.
Ini senseinya. Emang senseinya itu kayak. Hah?
Who's that sneaking around? Uh-oh. Could they be here to mess up? We won't let them get away with it. Come on, let's go.
Oke. Animasi apa? Iya. Iya, tak maaf. Ntar guys, aku komen makan lu. Ih, makan.
So this is a day in the life of a
Hello
traveler.
guys.
I'm learning more about you all the time.
Bye.
Hello guys.
Maaf.
On give dulu guys. Muncrat cok. Lupa keren.
I only wish life could be as leisurely as this a little more often. How greedy of me. A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems. So this is a day in the life of a traveler.
Menyesal ku sampaikan cinta monyetku ke Kanya dan Rebecca. Apa kabar kalian di sana? Semoga hidup baik-baik saja. Tak belajar terkena getahnya saat bersama
ini lagu dari siapa,
Kanya dan Safira. Ku percaya mungkin bukan jalan
Tanganku
namun kalian banyak salah juga. Jika dahulu
Kurang
tak
ajar.
cepat berubah, ini maafku.
asem koncoku. Kali mana? Iya maaf. Temanku itu guys, yang kurang ajar. Aku lagi makan sih, bentar ya.
Seems they aren't here.
Nih lihat, aku lagi
Keep
makan.
going for the run.
Makan dulu guys, bentar. Halo guys, Mas Isal temanku itu. Maaf guys.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Halo.
Halo guys,
Wah, apa?
aku lu
A blade is like a tea leaf. Only those who sample it many times can appreciate its
Subscribe
true
ya.
qualities.
Jangan lupa, jangan subscribe Mas Kipal ya.
Ayam goreng sama telur.
A
Or Bali.
blade embraces its duty,
Bye bye bye
as a
bye
jeweler cherishes their gems.
Koncokrek. Tak makan ya? Bentar ya, paling 5 menit lah. Waduh, ku tahu terus.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Yang penting jangan menikah dengan hutau. Kok sama makan bro? Iya dong, makan dong no. Lapar pak, manusiawi.
So this is a day in the life of the traveler. I'm learning more about you all the time.
Paha nih. Paha. Paha.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Makan bos. Makan paha nih. Manis sekali pahanya.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Abnormal, dah dong. Kesukaan seseorang tidak bisa diatur oleh orang lain dong. Jawah, Firku.
I only wish life could be as leisurely as this.
Satunya sangean, satunya pecinta paha ya, wo.
How greedy of me.
Bagus tapi, bagus. Tapi jangan melakukan pornografi, wo. Jangan wai seperti paman Coki kalian.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Sarapannya
Bede gila. Sabar dulu, sabar dulu.
Oh,
Santuy dulu. Sabar dulu, santuy dulu. Bede gila.
waduh, bokep. Mong gimong.
Oh boy. Foto opo PTP.
PTC turun.
So this is a day in the life of the
BTC
traveler.
mau turun koleksi.
Iya
I'm learning more
abang.
about you all the time.
Luas aku ini tuh kue.
koreksi iki kok balik nih.
Heeh, bro.
Aku koreksi ya.
Ini apa mang rasane
Blade
anu?
embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their
Oh
gems.
boy, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. La 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 la.
Rasanya
Prank, prank,
cipreng.
pring
A
tiki
blade
pringki.
is like a tea leaf.
Wes kok
Only
kurus
those who
saiki?
sample it many times can appreciate its true qualities.
Ya, Mang. Mang. Enggak deh. Mang, ya, Mang.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Kali guys. Kora-kora dulu. Habisku lanjut lagi.
I only wish life could be as leisurely as this a little more often. How greedy of me. A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems. So this is a day in the life of the traveler. I'm learning more about you all the time. A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems. A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems. A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems. A blade is like a tea leaf. Only those who sample it many times can appreciate its true qualities. A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Okay, I'm back. Saya kembali. Saya kembali dengan segala membawa apa?
Really the right place? Let's look a little further up. Aha! Suspicious person sighted! That's gotta be him!
How did you catch up with me? Are you sure you're Domon's disciples? You move even quicker than he does. Unless... I guess it's been a few years. Maybe his skills have improved again.
Excuse me? We're the ones asking the questions here. First off, who are you?
Marah loh.
What are you doing sneaking around these parts?
Waduh, apa nih? Tiba-tiba jodoh lu ada 3 tapi dijauh dibeli preman.
Bad news? I'll have you know
Apa
I
tuh?
trained side by
Jodoh-jodoh.
side with Domon back in the day. Long before you ever showed up. I don't care to talk about that time anymore. But if you must,
Oh iya, di
I
like
am
dong,
Domon
biar
Senior.
tambah rame. Makasih.
Senior?
Suka-suka.
Wait, that means you must be...
Anzai. Yes, that's me.
Anzai.
Because I don't wish to see Domon or anyone else associated with him ever again. When we were young, we trained under the same sword master, studying Make-Yoshi Sui art together. I had begun training 5 years
Iya,
before him,
like,
and
jangan lupa
everyone
like, guys.
looked up to me as a steady and
Biar
dependable
tambah
older
rame.
disciple.
Orang.
Practitioners of Make-Yoshi
Nom.
Sui art seek to achieve stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. So the majority of disciples are indifferent to rank and reward. I was no exception. But Domon was different. The first thing he did when he joined was go straight to our sensei and ask him, with a beaming smile on his face, how to become the best in the world. Sensei scolded him and told him that the art of the sword should not be used for such vain ends. Sensei said that
Makasih yang
coveting
udah
the title
like.
of the best
Andres
sword
sama
master
suka-suka aja.
barely days into his training
Raisa mana ya? Bisa
showed
nggak
that
ada
he had a
Raisa?
fickle mind and that this would impede him from ever mastering the blade. I thought so too at the time, but Domon began making swift progress in his training and even started catching up. Only then did I realize that it was Domon who had long since freed his mind from all agitation.
Meditation.
He was consumed by his singular desire to become the best in the world. He sought nothing less than perfection in the art of the
Perfection.
sword, and nothing could deter him from this goal, no matter what stood in his way.
Sure sounds like he meant business. So how come you don't want to ever see him again?
Because until he arrived, I was convinced that I would succeed our sensei as the master of Make-Yoshi Sui art. Of all the disciples, I was the most gifted. I had trained the longest. Everyone had high expectations from me. Domon's arrival changed everything. When we sparred, I lost not just the match,
Okay.
but my pride and my status too. I fled the dojo that day and never looked back. Later, I heard that he sparred with Sensei too.
Wah, itu.
Sensei was advanced in years by then, and unfortunately that match used up every last ounce of energy in his body.
Oke.
After that, I wanted nothing further to do with him. Deep down, though, I still respected his mastery of the blade and his commitment to the art of the sword. So, when I heard rumors that he had lost his mind, my first reaction was to dismiss them as false. How could he, of all people, have
How
lost
could
his
he?
mind? His mind was the sharpest of them all. He had practiced Make-Yoshi Sui art to perfection.
I decided to quietly come
Tumben
and see if
kalian
it were true.
diam saja, tidak
Then, to my complete
mengatakan Hutao
astonishment,
dan Raden
I heard him
Shogun dengan
call my
teteknya yang
name.
besar dan pahanya yang
I
panjang.
thought mine was a
Wow.
name he had long since forgotten.
Waifumu siapa, Mas?
So you see, I came here not
Waifu
to cause
anime
him any
apa
harm.
Genshin nih?
I just wanted to see for myself.
Tergantung kalau waifu mah.
Okay, you've heard my story. You should get back now. The exorcism is probably finishing.
Seems like we got it wrong this time. He wasn't here to mess up the exorcism at
Kalau waifu
all.
anime itu aku lupa aku namanya, lupa kali lihat animenya soalnya.
Let's go see how the exorcism's coming along.
Lupa aku guys, lupa semua. Dua-duanya kalau di Genshin Aisaka. Kawaii ini. Kalau anime itu aku lupa animenya lupa. Sebentar. Aku search ya. Lupa Pak aku animenya Pak. Anime iku lo sing apa sih namanya animenya lupa. Anime romance. Yang bagus itu apa ya? Lupa aku namanya Pak, sumpah.
So this is a day in the life of the traveler. I'm learning more about you all the time.
Kali aku sebentar deh. 2019 kalau nggak salah. Itu sing Baniger. Siapa sih namanya? Baniger Senpai nih. Lupa aku namanya. Tante. Seishin Butayaro, Seishin Butayaro. Sakura Jimamai, I like that. Akame enggak Akame. Anime gak jelas, banyak yang mati. Akame gak kill, anime gak jelas, banyak yang mati. Tapi menyedihkan sih, bagus animenya. Gak terduga Akame udah kill. Kirain aku apa yang laki itu masih hidup, ternyata mati juga.
What? You're saying he isn't possessed? Does that mean that he's just lost his mind? But how is that possible?
Nanako, please. Try not to get agitated.
Iya, anime gigi sih, bagus lebih.
With what powers I have,
Soalnya animenya ini apa gak bisa dibaca alurnya. Bagus. Aku sukanya gitu, Akame gak kill. Tetapi saya tidak suka kenapa karakternya mati semua kecuali Akame. Tapi iya bener sih namanya Akame. Tapi aku pengen lihat estet sama yang laki itu namanya suka. Enggak, Akame dada rata sih. Tapi kawaii. Lebih ke estet mantap.
The head shrine maiden of the Grand Narukami Shrine? That's wonderful news.
Estes lebih mantap.
Sure to recover.
Correct. Lady Yai is most knowledgeable indeed, and has abundant experience in the exorcism of evil spirits and aversion of great calamities.
Great
I am
calamity.
unable to say for certain whether an evil spirit has
Chelsea,
possessed your
Chelsea
subject,
yang anu
but
ya,
Lady
yang
Yai can give
ininya
a
dipenggal ya.
conclusive verdict.
Apa?
Excuse
Kepalanya
me,
lupa.
Miss Inagi, but I must ask, should we prepare a greeting gift for...
That won't be necessary. All that is required of you is your timely arrival at the Grand Narukami Shrine. Lady
Okay.
Yai does
Oh,
not like to be
sini.
kept waiting. I must leave now, but we will meet soon at the shrine. I wish Damon a
Segera
full and
pulih.
speedy recovery.
Who'd have thought Lady Yai herself would have taken notice of our sensei's case?
Do you mean to say that Sensei isn't renowned enough to deserve Lady Yai's attention?
Marah-marah lo.
No, that's not what I meant at all. You misunderstand me. I just mean this is Lady Yai, the head shrine maiden. She has direct and close contact with the almighty Shogun herself. Anyway, you should join us too, tomorrow. Given that you've traveled all this way just to meet our sensei.
Oke.
Sure. After all, everyone seems... Who
Okay.
knows? Maybe we'll be able...
Ya Allah. Mana guys? Oh sini.
Do you think that's
Oh, ini.
Lady Ai?
Tadi ya.
Oh, no wonder Junior was so excited. Also,
Oh
is
ini
it just
kawaii,
me?
ini
Or
kawaii.
did she look right at us just now? It was probably nothing. It's not like she's ever seen us.
Keep away. Keep away from me. I gave up the art of the sword. Please, let me go, I beg you.
As you can see, Lady Yai, Domon has persisted in this state for some time now. He appears to see those who have lost to him in duels past, gathered all around him to persecute him.
Lady Ai, it must be a possession, right? This is nothing like him at all.
Ini
In the
suka
past,
dukun
no
ya?
matter what came his way, he would
Rasuki
always
doang.
face it with a confident smile. I'm sorry. It is clear to me that your sensei is not possessed by any evil
Mantap.
spirit.
Jelasin lah dia.
Then does that mean he... yes. This is a change in the person himself. Unable to cope with the tremendous pressure he was under, he suffered a spiritual collapse. With his wits impaired, he finally descended into madness. As one who is thrown into the sea, though he fights back desperately against his predicament, it does nothing to prevent his descent into the depths. As for what has triggered this change, I believe it must be the loss of his vision.
Oh,
For to be stripped of one's vision is to be stripped of
vision
one's
lagi.
ambition.
Stripped of his ambition? But Lady Yai, even without his ambition, why should he suffer such a dramatic change? How does that explain his descent into
Anda
madness?
gila ngeliat-liat.
Your school practices Meikyo Shisui art, does it not? Stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. What a fine notion that would be if any in this world could ever hope to achieve it.
Oke.
There was once one who claimed to be indifferent to rank and reward, and who fled enraged when defeated by his junior. And then there was an aged swordmaster who was aggrieved enough that he crossed blades with a disciple he himself had taught. Then, what of the one who crossed blades with his own sensei and beloved fellow disciple, and defeated
Kalau
them
anime
both?
Kaisen-sen.
Can one truly remain
Kaisen-sen is
unagitated of
good
still
kataku
mind
dah,
in
yang
moments such as
matanya
these?
bisa itu ya.
Lady, I'm
Iya
not sure
sih.
I understand.
Iya, matanya
The path of the
biru itu
sword
kan.
masters filled
Bagus
with twists
tapi
and turns.
ih bagus
It is
kalau
no small
secara
undertaking
fight
to
bagus
pursue
kata.
the position of
Bagus
greatest
sekali
sword
kayaknya.
master in the world. It requires one
Yang
to
mantap
take their
itu
sword firmly in
Tensei
both
Slime.
hands and cut
Rimuru
down the hopes and
mantap.
dreams of others,
Paling suka aku, Pak. Kalau
even
ini.
those of one's closest
Anime paling
companions.
mantap itu kataku.
Only a deep commitment to his ambition to become the
Zero
best
to
made it
hero gitu.
possible for him to rise above the pain
Iya,
of these
bukan mata
encounters,
berguna.
to focus
Melihat
on
masa
the way
depan.
ahead.
Iya gak sih
When that
melihat
ambition disappeared,
lupa aku.
he began to doubt
Melihat
himself.
apa gitu masa depan
As he
gimana
battled
lupa.
his growing anxiety, he slowly descended into the state you see him in now.
Yang bagus Rimuru itu kalau nggak
Much
Tate,
like a
Tate
certain
bisa.
fatally
Bentar lagi
flawed friend of
2022
mine.
Tate itu katanya.
To think he's been suffering so greatly.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault. Father, Sensei, Onsai.
That's enough.
Huh? Isn't that Onsai? Where did he come from? Did he follow us the whole way here?
Terus ini
Onsai.
kekuatan dari Naruto mas.
Why are there two of you?
Ya Naruto lah.
Is that you or a ghost? You're here for revenge, aren't you? I knew it would come. I never should have.
You're right to assume that my feelings towards you are far from kindly. But I didn't come here to settle a score. It's been so long now that I made peace with it years ago.
Oke.
You did nothing
Years
wrong
ago.
that day. I couldn't face the humiliation. That's why I ran.
Humiliation.
I don't think most of the people you beat along the way would hold it against you. On the contrary, when you cut our ambitions short, we entrusted them to you in the hopes that they might carry you further. Now I know that we can't place our hopes in you any longer, since you've been stripped of your ambitions too. But that is no reason to strip them of theirs. Follow the way of the sword all the way to the highest peak.
Waduh,
You taught
kamu
them
pasti mau melihat yang aneh-aneh pasti.
The same thing happens to them. I put everything I had into trying to become the best.
Jangan bawa-bawa nabi dong.
But what if it was all a huge
Jangan
mistake
dong.
right from the start? If there's a chance they'll end up like me one day, I'd rather they stay where they are now than go any further down this path.
Nanti
Have you asked them
dilaknat
what they
nanti
think?
channel ini, jangan dong.
Sensei.
Yang safe aja dulu, jangan
From the
nabi.
hands of the pirates, I told myself I would follow in your footsteps for the rest of my days. I can't know whether I will suffer in my future as you do now. All I know is that here and now, in the present, I wish to continue. I want to keep going until the day that I can
Kok gue
stand
hidupin semua
before
mayat aja?
everyone with my head
Iya,
held high
boleh kalau
and
mayat
announce that
kayak Julia
like my
Perez.
sensei Domon before me, am a
Jangan
master
porno
of
lagi
Lady
dong.
Yoshi's
Julia
art.
Perez.
Nanako's far from the only one. Actually, all of us think that way.
Goodness. Well,
You see? You can place the ambition you once had in their hands. Being stripped of your ambition is something that's never happened to me, so I can't claim to understand it. But I do know what it feels like to have your ambitions crushed. That's what happened on the day that you so effortlessly
Nggak
defeated.
jawab juga dong.
So, just as I once placed
Ada
my
nih,
ambitions
Julia
onto
Perez. Mantap.
you, it is time for you to release
Apa?
yours
Kamu
into
mau
their
apa?
custody.
Siapa sih
You are
artis?
not in
Nggak
the
ada ya?
same position that I was.
Yang robot.
When I left,
Rodok.
I had nothing to my name. But you have a great number of worthy disciples.
I understand.
I understand.
I'm sorry to have made you worry for me and for the state of Miyakyo Shisui art. I no longer have the resolve to become the best in the world. The emptiness and suffering inside of me will not abate, so I cannot hope to still my mind and be free of agitation.
Oke.
But as your sensei, I shall commit to imparting unto you everything I have learned in my life so far.
Gitu.
This is my promise. And I humbly ask Anzai, my senior, to hold me to my word.
Oke.
You can count on that. I'd be checking in on you occasionally anyway, just to make sure you hadn't lost your mind again. But I am now used to the life of a wanderer. I do not belong in the dojo anymore, so I will simply stop by once in a while to make sure you aren't cutting any corners with them. Well, don't just stand there staring at me. Say
Oke.
thank you to Lady Yai and then get yourself back home.
Back home.
So even though his
So
ambition was taken
even-
away,
Traveler, a moment, please.
Oke.
Lady Yai has some words for you.
So,
Hidupin dewa
my
mitologi aja lah.
intuition was correct. The
Waduh.
wind that
Dewa
blows from
mitologi.
afar carries
Mau
fresh
ngidupin
life to these
Zeus kau.
shores. For us to meet now is
Zeus.
premature. Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment.
Oke. Ya, Pak.
I have high hopes for you, child. Don't disappoint me.
Oke. Oke.
ooh, Lady Yai seems to have taken a real interest in you.
Iya dong.
She seems super mysterious. Paimon's so curious what she really... We can come back to it another time. For now, we should go report back to Miss Kamisato.
Kamisato. Hidupin ini aja. Presiden kita yang pertama langsung menangis melihat negara kita yang sekarang. Di mana sih? Apa sih? Tiba-tiba ketepuk tangan. Apa sih ini? Ini apa? Kok begini? Oh, oh elektrosiki. Oh gitu. Ah nice. Oh mantap nih. Kayak pohon itu ya, pohon. Oke, good. Kita coba langsung gacha. Bingung. Ya Allah, version kedua nih. Ini pasti jelek. Bukan ungu dong pasti. Ungu, aduh. Sini aku pengen ini nih. Enggak sih, gak pengen ini sih. Gak ada pedangnya, jelek, gak mau aku. Shogun sih gak mungkin kalau Shogun aku baru dapat Ayasaka sama. Nih, kami satu Ayasaka. Ayaka, maaf. Enggak kalah. Sabar. Saya harus sabar dulu, guys. Sini. Dan menyelesaikan misi-misi ini dulu. Sebentar. Kami satu kan ya, rumah kami satu kan ya. Muhammad Rafli. Oh.
Guess you fulfilled all your wishes. Ayaka!
Ayaka mana sih? Ini Ayaka nih. Oh, listrik. Males ribet mending Genshin iya. Ya kalau lu strik ML gitu sih. Apa ya kalau ML lu kalau gak temen musuhnya terlalu gigi, males ya. Yeah.
Yeah. Short of getting them their visions back, it seems. Ayaka, how come this time you get to come out and meet?
Because now that you have done the 3 things I asked of you, I consider you to be my friends. As you will observe, I dispense with the screen for Toma also.
Wait a second. But isn't Toma your, servant? Paimon's happy to help and all, but Paimon sure as heck did not sign up to be a servant.
Gue listriknya pas lagi nyoba hero doang.
Paimon, you are most entertaining.
Hero baru itu ya yang kecil tuh, apa sih Vector itu?
And was so before he ever became my attendant.
Wah, Natalia Core. Susah loh kalau Natalia Core, lebih ke rumor enak kataku.
Thank you both kindly. Back to the matter at hand.
Soalnya dia gak bisa kayak buka warnya gak bisa langsung rame itu, harus nyari yang tipis gitu.
Perhaps in the eyes of a deity such as the almighty Shogun, thunder's roar, lightning's flash, the wind's assault, and the rain's descent. All these things take place with no regard for the feelings of the common people. But I believe that surely you understand. It seems that perhaps now you can appreciate my feelings on all of this. In which case, perhaps you would be willing to reconsider your stance?
Iya sih.
You will? Really?
Soalnya jarang ya Natalia Core.
Naturally.
Aku ya kayak pengen nyoba kayak enggak.
See? I told you he wouldn't reject them. I'd place my trust in the right person after all. Now then, given that the remainder of our discussion pertains to matters of a more confidential nature, perhaps we can move to the Komori Tea House?
Okay, Komori Tea House. Oke, ke teh lagi.
Well, here we are again.
Here we are again.
Please continue without me. I'll keep watch.
So, what's the deal with this place anyway? What makes it your favorite meeting spot?
This is a land that was gifted to the Yashiro Commission by the Shogun. The Kamisato clan has the exclusive right to plan, build, and repair any property on this land, and even to allow or deny access. Such privileges exist due to the Ashro Commission's role in managing ceremonial affairs. Oftentimes, it is not appropriate to discuss details in front of bystanders.
Oh, Paimon gets it. Gotta keep a bit of
Once the number of ceremonial affairs conducted in the city began to decline, our forebears built a tea house here.
Makes sense. Perfect place for a secret base.
In any case, we can talk freely here. I presume you have a few questions that you would... The almighty Shogun. I've seen her on but only a few occasions, most of them formal ceremonies. She inspires awe, commands respect, and exudes a sense of absolute authority. But as I recall, there was something else about her that struck me even more deeply. It was her almost complete lack of any emotion. In that sense, she appeared to me to be less of a
Soalnya kan
ruler and
aku
more
masih
of,
belum punya Elgato, sebenarnya
well,
pengen
an
live
executive
live
official, I
mobil
suppose.
lejah gitu.
Focused
Tapi
exclusively
Elgatonya
on
nggak
her
ada. Kalau
single goal
iPhone
of implementing
pakai aplikasi
eternity.
jelek iPhone.
Acting accordingly without
Kalau
feeling.
ngonten-ngonten kan aku record di iPhone baru ke apa ya, nge-transfer di ini di PC kan.
Of course. We have
Ya
tried
sabar
on
aja kalau
numerous
nunggu
occasions.
Elgato paling 1 tahun lagi
Unfortunately,
baru.
each time a proposal to repeal the decree
Sambil
arrives
ini
at
nunggu
Tenchukaku,
AdSense-nya
it
keluar
is
kan.
promptly vetoed by both the
Satu
Tenryou
kasap,
Commission and the
kurang
Conjure.
satu
They
skap
invariably
subsnya itu.
adopt a stance of unconditional support for the
Soalnya
Shogun's
gitu.
decisions. They have no interest in discussing
Kalau udah satu
anything.
kasep,
It
sepertinya
almost
aku
makes one wonder whether they had a
akan
hand in the
ngupgrade ke
Shogun's sudden
internet
decision to
sama
issue the...
Elgato itu dah. Cuman itu doang sebenarnya.
The
Sama
issue is
ini
this.
RAM
For
biar
the
bisa
vast majority of
1080p.
people, the vision, after all, it is but a tiny minority of people who are... Because of this, the attitude of most people...
How can they be like that? Paimon's getting mad.
Nevertheless, in addition to us, there is also the resistance on Watatsumi Island.
Resistance? You mean like an army fighting against the decree?
Yes. Many who have lost or fear losing their visions have rallied together under Sangonomiya on Watatsumi Island to say a little more about Sangonomiya. Historically,
Sama
there has
kursi
always
biar
been
ya,
some conflict
Anda
between
benar
them
sekali.
and the shogunate of
Boyo
Norokami
ini
Island
sakit, Pak.
due to their different belief systems.
Tapi gak apa-apa, aku
But I do
kalau
wonder
live
whether
kayak
there may
sekuat
be some
semutku
other
udah
agenda
kalau
behind their resistance
kalau gak
movement,
live paling buat konten
beyond merely fighting
mobil
the Vision Hunt
main
decree.
game gitu. Main 1 game ke 2 game gitu.
Paimon has a question though.
Oh? What would you like to know, Paimon?
Have you got a plan yet to fight the Vision Hunt decree?
To be honest, we do not.
Oh.
What?
Please, do not forget that challenging the Vision Hunt decree is tantamount to challenging a deity. Coming to terms with that is already a difficult step to take.
Bonyok, iya bonyok capek Pak sumpah. Kalau gak pakai kursi gaming
Well,
sakit.
for the moment, all we can do is try and reduce the harm that is being caused by this decree. For example, by providing vision bearers with safe refuge, or manufacturing counterfeit visions for them as a contingency measure.
You're telling Paimon that there are people out there who can make fake visions?
Vision pulse.
Don't underestimate the talents of the craftspeople in Hanamizaka. To the naked eye, their counterfeits are indistinguishable from the genuine article.
Pasti
The
fancy.
problem we are facing right now is that Master Masakatsu, who was providing us with counterfeit visions, has recently been arrested by the Tenryou Commission.
Oke.
Darn! So they found out about it?
Yes.
Oh.
We knew it was not a long-term solution, and that it was only a matter of time before it would be exposed. But we cannot simply abandon Master Masakatsu. Exactly. I feel the same way. But given mine and Toma's identities as part of the Yashiro Commission, breaking him out of prison would risk dragging down the reputation of the entire Kamisato clan should we be caught. That would only serve to cast...
Okay.
By no means do we intend to place the burden of such a task on your shoulders alone. When
Okay.
you are ready, go to Hanamizaka and look for a fireworks shop run by the Nagano
Oh,
Hara
ini yang
family.
ini nemuin
There,
yang
you will find
kemarin
someone who can
karakter
help you.
kemarin yang panah itu ya. Kalau teman-temanku banyak yang nggak apa gimana? On semua kok. Ini 31 hari yang lalu. Oke. Dah. Tahu gak tahu dah aku ya. Kayaknya bentar lagi, gak tahu ya. Bentar lagi yang tadi itu ya, yang perempuan pink gue. Nggak tahu aku kalau tahu, maaf. Aku tidak ini soalnya tidak update. Gila. Udah update Pak aku Pak. Nah, ada buku kan pasti. Siapa tahu ada kan sini. Kakak tahu buku. Nggak ada. Aku tahu itu. Iya hutau. Gila penggila hutau orang anak ini. Padahal hutau biasa aja dah. Noh. Pakai topi gitu loh. Oke. Cuman buku itu saja yang kita lihat. Ini nggak ada emang. Coba tanya ini. Siapa kamu? Oke. Akame lagi. Soalnya Akame sama Hutau 11-12 ya. Apa nih? Saya mendapatkan apa? Oh, cuman advance. Maru Kuk Kainggu. Di belakang ini ada apa? Woi, ada ini guys. Baru tahu. Wih, murah nih gila. 180.000. Wah, hidden gem guys. Kamu coba sini. Murahnya mantap loh. 180.000 loh. Baru tahu aku di sini ada peti. 180.000 murah, lumayan loh. Lumayan, nice. Kebetulan yang sangat mantap sekali. Wow. Baru tahu aku ada ini situ.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Iya. Perangnya gak anu-anu. Kapan sih perangnya? Aku penasaran. Bentar, ini apa? Masih ini bos perangnya. Masih gak tahu dah, gak perang-perang dah ini. Mendapatkan Kiki. Oh ya, reputasi di sini. Oke, ini bagus nih, mantap. Aku pengen. Oke. lagi guys sih. Oke, pakai kasih Virgil. Ini Virgil apa lagi? Situ atas situ. Ke atasnya gimana ya? Situ ya? Situ lah. Mana ya? Atas mending sini lagi. Sini ada pergi loh, lumayan. Sih, kok bisa? Mantap. Waduh. Oke, PC-nya berapaan mas? PC total 11, kalau nggak 12. Tapi dulu, sekarang paling udah naik paling. VGA-nya yang mahal. Mana sih? Gak ada. Lah, kok gak ada deh? Kok gak ada gis, kok gak ada? Ada sih? Di atas ini. Dah, di mana dah? Lahi. Izin out dulu mas, temen gue ngajak. Oke. Andreas, makasih udah nemenin aku sini. Semoga win streak ya. Semoga win streak kau. Gak tau. Biar lulus, biar teman gue obat. Ya, biar sadar ya. Sepertinya saya tidak cocok bermain game ini. Uninstall saja lah, main Free Fire. Wah.
Just hand it over. You don't want any trouble with me. If you think your elemental powers are enough to resist the Vision Hunt decree, then you'd better think again.
Okay.
Believe me, you're not the first of your kind we've encountered, and we've seen the same unpleasant outcome time after time. You'd best save yourself the trouble.
Okay.
Can't you make an exception? I just got this vision. I won't even use it, I promise.
So this is the Vision Hunt decree in action, huh? We can't just sit around and watch things unfold, Psst. Hey, wait! Huh? There's someone trying to get our attention. Come on, this way.
Oh, ini.
What's going on? Can't you see we need to go help? Shh, quiet. Just sit tight and watch for a moment.
Okay.
Hey, this isn't right, you know. Just because you don't have a vision doesn't mean you can sit back and... Huh? Hey, wait! You do have a vision! Shh! If you don't keep your voice down, I won't have one much longer.
All right. Here, take it.
Wise choice. All right, let's go.
Okay.
What should we do now? He's already given up his vision. This is your fault. You're the...
Many thanks, Miss Yoimiya. If you hadn't swapped me a fake just now, I'm sure I would have lost it.
No worries. You put on quite the convincing performance.
Okay.
Oh, so that's what's going on here. And to think Paimon was about to unleash Paimonial wrath on this...
Think nothing of it. I could tell from your reaction we were on the same side. You just... Oh, right. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Yoimiya, the current owner of Naganohara Fireworks. It ain't much, but it's honest work. Great to meet...
Practically everyone on Hanamizaka knows Yoimiya. She's the queen of the summer festival. Without her and her fireworks, summer on Narukami Island just wouldn't be the same.
Whoa, that's quite the introduction. Paimon loves fireworks. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Stop it, Hanjiro. You'll embarrass me. As for thanking me, you'd be better off thanking Master Masakatsu. He's the one that gave me the fake visions in the first place. His handiwork allowed me to keep my own vision. Whew, I can't even imagine trying to run the business without it. Ugh.
Yes, Master Masakatsu is a good man. It's too bad good people seldom get the recognition they deserve.
Master Masakatsu? Huh? Do you guys know him too? You don't say. Then it sounds like the Shirasagi Himegimi has a plan. Awesome! I've been thinking about breaking him out, but if I just march straight in there by myself, I'd probably get Miss Kamisato in a whole heap of trouble. So, what about if I join?
Sure, welcome to the team. Ayaka told us to go look for help at a fireworks shop. She must have meant you.
Seems like I finally got a new job to do. Besides hiding vision bearers in my shop, that is. So, Master Masakatsu is being held at the police station. I've already surveyed the area.
Whoa, talk about a reliable source. Seems we've got the right person on our team.
Not bad, huh?
Not bad,
Let's go as soon as everyone's ready.
Time to break him out!
Tantata. Ntar ya. Oke, udah. Oh, ini kantor polisinya aja nih. Oh, sini. Udah, itu kayak
Now that we're inside, this place is a whole lot creepier than Paimon imagined.
Come on, this way. As long as we stay quiet, I certainly wouldn't want to end up locked away in here. Let's find Master Masakatsu and get out. We should split up. I've got a little present to prepare for Master Masakatsu.
You sure? All right then.
Yes.
Oke. Waduh.
Whirling snow. Leave it all to me.
Forth, my blade. Submit for judgment.
My apologies. You'll pay. I must leave no stone. Take flight.
Oh.
I must withdraw.
Oh.
Talk about a big door. It seems we need to
Susahnya
collect
di
something
dalam
shaped
penjara
like
yang kecil itu.
Magatama in order to open it.
Show me what you've got. Catch a frost. Spirit blade. Attack.
I'll catch up. Get him. Embrace the ice. My apologies. Yeah.
Show me what you've got.
No one escapes my sight. Whirling snow.
Don't hold back.
Yeah.
From whence you came.
Leave it all to me. Take flight. Yeah. Sure.
Whirling snow! Yeah! Huh. Yeah! Take flight! Yeah!
Swift and merciful! Spirit blade!
No escape!
I
Sucker
dare you!
swirl! Whirling snow!
Rested.
Oh,
Battle formation!
Take flight!
One with my blade!
My apologies!
I won't forget this.
This wall looks a bit odd. Maybe there's some special trick to it. He's got to seem a lot tougher than usual. Paimon wonders if that armor over there has anything to do with the source of their strength.
Submit for judgment!
Embrace the ice!
I must leave no stone.
My
I
apologies!
must withdraw.
apa sih tadi tutup? Oh,
Teach me a lesson.
Swift and merciful!
No one escapes my sight! I will not stand for this! Take flight! Yeah!
From whence you came!
Steady as stone.
You got me.
mati dong.
Pardon my discretion.
I am a disgrace
Itu sekali, Pak.
to the knights.
Kok aja lagi? Saya harus
This spells the
berlari.
end of the exorcists.
Kok mati semua?
Tired.
Kok mati semua?
I'll race you there.
Mending gini aja dulu. Aku lanjutin besok terus. Aku pengen ini dulu, nyari artefak dulu. Pengen kesini aku, Pak.
touch of frost.
Quickly. Yeah. Ha.
Have a load of this.
Yeah. Ha. Yeah. We have to end this.
You need a... I will end it. Yes. This is it. You need to hurry up.
Fourth, my blade. Spirit blade. Attack!
Steady as take flight.
This one's
Coming
well done.
Art. Sumetsu.
You need to hurry up.
Cepatkan terus, Pak.
My apologies.
Submit for judgment. A touch of frost.
You need to hurry up. You need to hurry up. This one's well done. Roasted fries. Roasted fries.
Awas lah, aku bikin sini. Wah, ada ini, Pak. Ah, tai lah. Bunga itu perlu.
Here, let me help you.
Lisa.
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
Oke, mumpung di sini banyak bunga-bunga. Saya tidak mengganggu.
Oh no, I'm gonna ruin my glove.
Anjir. Mati, Pak. Gila. Gila. berat sekali kecur. Oh, sini. Masih tuh. Oke, walau selesai. Ini di bawah laut kah?
Going out is tiring.
Let it rain.
I knew I should have stayed home.
Must keep training.
Wahat. Nah, kau. Ini mana, Pak? Wah.
Whirling snow.
Tiba-tiba
Embrace the
ini.
ice.
One with my blade.
Much remains.
Anjir, mati semua, Pak.
Spirit blade. Attack.
Anjir, mati
After
semua.
all that training.
Iya. Jalan lagi dong, Bu. Ntar nunggu es akuku jadi ya. Menyelesaikan Genshin untuk dicoba bareng. Gue harus kemana, Pak, terus? Nggak bisa. Aku harus nyari ini ya guys, bentar. Maksudnya apa sih ini? Elemen harus ini.
Let's finish this quickly. Give me a moment to compose myself.
Oke. Lama aku kangen ini.
Let's play. Cut to the chase. Got lucky that time. Think you can get away? My apologies. Nowhere to hide. Whirling snow.
Freeze!
Time for takeoff.
They fall before wrong test.
Kamisato art. Sumetsu. Here we go. Hey! With sword comes shadow. Yeah! Brace yourself. Think you can get away? Hey!
Let's spark things up a little.
Fall before me!
Yahoo! Don't blink.
You've come a little closer.
I will not go quietly. Time for takeoff.
Taste my
Take flight. Got lucky that time. Speed of light. Yahoo! My apologies. Think you can get away? Incoming. Whirling snow. Sakura swirl. Speed of light. Cut to the chase.
cut down like this.
Lanjut lagi.
Here we go. One step back, two forward. Take flight.
Time for takeoff. Brace yourself. My apologies. With sword of shadow. Embrace the ice.
Take flight.
Think you can get away?
Try not to enjoy this too much. Going out is tiring.
My apologies. Yes!
I have dishonored.
Cut to the chase. Speed of light. Time for takeoff. Brace yourself.
This will end you.
I will not stand for this. Much remains unfinished.
Speed of light.
This
Mati kami satu lah. Bentar. Teleport dulu.
Come on, don't keep me waiting.
Oke.
No time to lose.
another test.
Here we go.
Freeze. Freeze. I got careless.
Think you can get away? Whirling snow.
Riptide. Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Sakit. Terus
No time to lose.
Another test subject. More.
Yeah.
Time for takeoff. Let's play. My apologies. Kami-san-Duat. Sometsu.
Yeah. Couldn't let your guard down. Bring it on.
yes. Combo. Aman bos. Sampai kami satu.
No time to lose.
What's one more?
Take flight. Think you can get away? Brace yourself.
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Test subject.
Yeah. This is getting interesting.
Time for takeoff. Here we go. Sakura swirl. Surrender and be gentle.
You can run. How? I am your own.
Take flight.
One strike will suffice.
Cheer.
Let's play.
Death looms. My time to shine.
This battle.
Ntar. Saya butuh heal di sini. Penetis gitu ya. Oke.
We may leave at
another defeat. Free! Free!
Think you can get away? Brace yourself. My apologies.
Death moves. My time to shine. Shouldn't let your guard down.
Kamisato art. Sumetsu. Barbados. Yahoo! Time for takeoff.
Bring it on. Riptide. No time to lose.
Sisanya ini lah buat artefak. Dulu wajib deh kayaknya.
Let's finish this swiftly.
Gonna be epic.
Don't disappoint me.
Okay.
Adventure time.
Brace yourself.
Don't waste my time.
Think you can get away? Here we go.
Let's light it up.
Going in.
Time for retribution!
Give up.
Submit.
Tar.
It's not. Don't waste my time.
Let's light it up. Teamwork is dreamwork.
Time for takeoff.
Burn.
Warning, everybody stand back!
Give up.
Time for retribution!
Your life is mine. It's nothing.
Going in!
Damn you!
Think you can get away?
Submit. Give up.
Everybody stand back! Ha!
Don't waste my time. It's nothing.
Air ya. Aku butuh emas. Es, mas, es.
Wouldn't gliding be faster? Time for takeoff.
Time for retribution!
I'm going in!
There can be no excuse or defeat.
Don't waste my time.
It's nothing.
Let's light it up!
Give up.
Submit! Teamwork is dreamwork! Think you can get away?
Oke. Iyalah.
Than regular snowfall. One day, I'll take you to see the snow that falls over Liyue.
Aduh. Ini lagi apa coba? Ada
Is
aja.
priceless. The happiness it brings lasts for only the calm weather. Do not trust your eyes. Your eyes can lie to you.
Gini. Bawa kami satu-satu. Kami satu ini.
A pleasure to be working with you.
Come on, this place certainly would. We should split up. Yes.
It's nothing. Don't waste my time.
Busa jatuh.
Talk about a big door.
Yeah.
Seems we need to collect something shaped like Magatama in order to open it.
It's
Show me what you've got!
Give up. Submit.
I dare you!
I must withdraw.
Whirling snow.
Watch your step!
Your life is mine.
I need to train harder.
Takut ada apa-apa kan di sini? Gak ada.
Who goes there? Get them! I've lost.
Gak dong.
This wall looks a bit odd. Maybe there's some special trick to it. These guys seem a lot tougher than usual. Paimon wonders if that armor over there has anything to do with the source of their strength.
Sakura swirl.
Brace yourselves! Show me what you've got.
Time for takeoff.
It's no.
Whirling snow.
Watch your step.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
I need to train harder. Don't hold back.
Yahoo! Take flight.
It's nothing.
I've been bested.
Doesn't that Magatama shape look pretty similar to the grooves on the
Oh.
door over there?
Oh.
Adventure time.
Brace yourselves.
Give up. Submit.
Show me what you've got. Don't
Think you can get away? Here we go. My apologies. Embrace the ice. Out of the way. Off we go. I'm going in.
I've been bested. I need to train harder.
Lumayan.
It's nothing. Give up.
I must withdraw.
Whirling snow. Coming to art. Sumetsu.
Don't waste my time.
Kapin 2. Wow, gila. Penjaranya rumit sekali.
Shh! Quick! Hide! Look over there. That must be Master Masakatsu.
Did you really think that little trick of yours could fool us?
Locking you up was just the beginning.
No!
Oh no! Those Tenryo Commission brutes are torturing him!
If we don't come up with a way to break him out fast, then...
Can't watch! If anything happens to Master Masakatsu or whole...
Hey, you there! What are you doing?
Ma'am.
We were just teaching him a little lesson, that's all.
Huh? Who's that?
That's Kujo Sara, adopted daughter of the Kujo clan of the Tenryo Commission. She's also a general in the Shogun's army. What's she doing?
Make way, let me have a look at him. I'm sure you're well aware that torture is strictly against military regulations.
Yes, ma'am.
If you are unashamed of such disgraceful action, then you are also unworthy of the Tenryo Commission.
Yes, ma'am. It won't happen again.
I'm unsure when we'll...
Hey, this is our chance. Let's move while they aren't watching Master...
Yoimiya, are you sure now's the right time?
Who is that? Quick, go and investigate.
Yes, ma'am.
They're coming! Quick, hide!
Sorry. I didn't mean to. Don't worry, I've got us covered. Time for my little present.
Fireworks?
Huh? Was that an explosion?
It sounded like fireworks.
Quick, let's hurry!
The fireworks...
Fireworks aren't just for festivals, you know. I was particularly proud of this.
Whoa!
Yoimiya...
Well, fireworks are my craft after all. Every batch has to be spectacular.
Look, the coast is clear! Now they're...
Yoimiya, is that you?
Master Masakatsu! Sorry we took so long. Oh, those awful guards.
Come on! We've got no time to lose! They... Oh.
Yes, leave. Before I let my he's in serious condition. Be sure he gets immediate medical but remember, once he's recovered, it won't be long until I bring him right back.
Well... you can bet we'll do all we can.
Oh my god. Panjang sekali, Pak.
We're finally out of that creepy place.
Yes. Finally, I've made it out of there.
Master Masakatsu, how do you feel?
Don't worry. I think I can make it to the infirm.
Thank you.
Oh, don't worry about us. Just take care of Master Masakatsu.
Okay.
Good thing we were able to rescue him. Right. It seems as... How about we go to...
Okay.
I see. So Kujo-Sara stayed her hand. It would appear I wonder if we should try establishing contact with her. Perhaps we could coax out...
Unlikely. Don't forget, Kujo-Sara is also carrying out the Vision Hunt decree. She obeys the orders of the Raiden Shogun without... In her eyes, Master Masakatsu is of no threat to the decree. This is why she was... If our true motives were ever divulged, she would act against us without a second...
True. Though if you ask me, Master Masakatsu's... We are now one step closer to victory. And we couldn't have done it without Yoimiya and the Traveler. You're turning out to be even more reliable than we expected.
Don't mention it.
Indeed. But if we wish to mount any sizable resistance against the Vision, it is time we make ready our next set of...
There's no need to rush, my lady. Things seem to have taken a turn for the better. Yes, which reminds me. The Tenryou Commission seems to be making preparations for a celebration. They call it a ceremony of sorts. And the number of samurai out enforcing the Vision Hunt decree seems to be waning. The days ahead may be more peaceful than usual.
A ceremony, you say? Why would such a task be left to the Tenryou Commission?
I don't know, but I'm sure it has nothing to do with us.
You do... Being in a constant state... Toma.
I'd say, funny enough...
A hot pot game? What's that? Well, as long as it has to do with eating.
Simply put, every person... Then we take it in turns to... Anyone who guesses correctly can go again, and whoever finishes the Don't you think it sounds like fun? I've been wanting to give it a try.
You really do want to play, huh? Well, sounds like we've got our work cut out for us. Time to...
Okay.
Ooh! Paimon proposes we gather raging demon-level Joyun chilies, super salty ham, mist flower corollas. This is already shaping up to be a hot pot to remember!
Oh, my stomach! It feels like Yoimiya's fireworks are going...
Who would have guessed that Toma would be the winner? He ate practically all those weirding...
Salt-crusted herring, unripe lavender melon, flash-boiled dango, oh, and whatever that thing was that nearly froze my tongue off. Hold up, my life is starting to flash before my eyes. Toma...
You've only got yourself to blame, Toma. All those strange...
But weren't you the one who added those little cakes, Ayaka? I think the Traveler ended up eating one. Boiling cakes in hot pot? Ugh.
I must apologize. To be perfectly honest...
Uh-oh. I'm definitely not okay. I feel like a new...
You know, Toma, all you had to do was guess wrong on purpose and it would have been someone else.
Perhaps I did get a little... I think my luck has already taken it. So without further ado...
Oh, bruh.
Good effort.
Yes. And with the extra time?
Let's all take some much-needed downtime. Is hard to come. I'll tidy things up here.
There's gonna be a sequel?
Sure, why not? We should play again now that everyone knows the rules. Well...
Bye, Toma.
Okay.
Seems
Apa? Mobil lah. Oke.
Masa mobil lah. Aduh guys. Aduh.
Senangan ada channel limit kan saudara. Yang sabar, santuy dulu guys.
Aku sabar.
Cik mari ini live ku mari.
Aku sabar apa?
Mari ku main mobil pisan. Mari ku telepon.
Where do we go from here?
Ropak tete lah. Masuk kak. Waduh rugi.
Iya.
Ayaka?
Something has come up, and I would like that you all not individual correct. This may seem a little sudden, but a few days ago she wrote about...
Aduh. Image apa ini emang?
Never. So, according to the... That's what I thought too.
So what do you want us to do? You need us to fight?
No. Please keep the proper course of action. Exactly. Wonderful.
Oh, we don't mind.
Thank you kindly.
Alright.
Tahun ngarep aja.
Santai, tenang diri.
Ini bisa live sampai sini saja. Makasih yang sudah nemenin dari awal sampai akhir. Besok lagi Mas Kipal akan berlive stream. Jangan lupa like, comment, subscribe. Bye Mas Kipal. Bye bye.